All right, questions? Mo, you had your most productive game on Saturday of the season. Just what's it been like for you seeing your role increase the last couple games?
I feel like you just gotta stay ready to whenever you're not making a call, and then you like ready to give out everything you got, and then just trying to help the team win.
Jalon, I guess just what's kind of been the message from coach to you guys, kind of picking up after the Georgia game?
Don't let a loss go in vain. Take what we did good from the losses and take what we did bad from the losses and learn from it and apply to the next game to get the W.
Jalon, you've gone through the peaks and valleys before, so do you have a message for teammates that maybe are new to this type of conference grind?
Yeah, for sure. Just stay together. The beauty of this game is we get another chance to go out there and play and to compete. So, we're only 3 games in. It's early in the conference schedule. So, we can go on a run, rack some wins, and put some more wins together. So the message is just stay together because we get another game and go out there and compete.
Jalon and Mo, what do you guys see in Texas?
They're a good physical team. They're a good basketball team. They run out of transition. They got top offense, top defense in the country. It's going to be a great test for us. But we're going to have a great scheme and a great game plan to go out there and execute and get the W.
Mo, how do you look at it?
Obviously we both 0-3 in the conference, so like we gotta come in with that chip on the shoulder and trying to get a win going. And they're a pretty good team, so we know the coach is gonna have like a good game plan for us, and we just gotta execute and finish games.
Jalon, seeing that this is you guys' biggest rivalry, 3-game losing streak, some struggles against Texas in recent years, just how much importance has Coach stressed about this specific game and the practices leading up to it?
Even though it's a rivalry, it's also another conference game, just like another conference game to come in and go out there and compete. We know how important this is for the state of Oklahoma, and we know that this is a rivalry. But either way, we're going to go out there. We're going to block out all the outside noise and what that comes with, and we're going to go out there and stay together and get this W.
Mo, how much more comfortable do you feel now, and did it take you a while to understand exactly what your role was going to be?
Not really. I just come in to play basketball. So like whatever role I get, that's what I'm gonna do my best in.
Well, you've obviously been around in a couple schools now. Just what stood out to you about Oklahoma during your recruitment, and just what played into your decision to come here?
It's really like the coaches and the players that we had on the roster. Like when I came on my visit, I met a couple of them, and it was just like a family environment type. So that's what I really liked about it.
Jalon, with the roster turnover, you're one of the few guys that's played against Texas before. What do you tell the other guys about what the environment is going to be like here tomorrow night?
The atmosphere is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of students there, a lot of fans. But the message is just have fun taking in the environment, and when it's game time, it's time to lock in and get the dub.
Questions for the guys?
Or I guess just kind of what's been the message to the team, just picking up after Georgia and getting ready to go for this one?
The message is we gotta make more winning plays. I thought they competed their tail off defensively. We had so many good plays. We fought back. We got down in the first half, I think 12, fought back, took a 3-point lead at half. We did a ton of great things. I thought Mo gave us a great lift defensively. Duke gave us a great lead. We didn't make enough good plays, especially offensively in that game. We took care of the ball better than we did A&M. I thought we rebounded, against Georgia, but they didn't. We were right at to where we thought they were going to be instead of being elite like they are. But when it's a 2-point possession down, we got to be better offensively, and we will.
Where you mentioned Mo, just how have you seen him kind of take on his increased role?
Well, I think what Mo's did, he's just going to be great at what he does. In practice, he showed us Mo covered a lot of ground defensively with a length and aggression, and I thought that was really good. He got a couple rolls where he rolled really hard. He rolled hard for a dunk. He ran through one. Even if he doesn't get it, he's bringing in the backside defense. When you just don't have that slow method, I thought he was moving quick, drawing in defense. But he just had he just had a mind where he was going to be great at his role. And we need that. We need other guys to be great at what they do, great at their role. And I thought Mo defensively completely impacted that game.
What stuck out to you when you were recruiting him out of the portal? He's obviously been around a couple schools. Just what stood out to you about him?
Length, athleticism, size are a premium in the portal. I mean, he played for Coach Huggins, played for Nate, was in the Final Four, but length and athleticism. In this league, we were trying to find a big, and it was just, I mean, not to get into the weeds of portal recruiting, but what it was going for, late in the, big. We just thought we got a guy that's a great guy, length and athleticism, and to his credit, inconsistent minutes is inconsistent play a lot, and his has been inconsistent. Sometimes Luke, depending on the ball screen coverage, goes in. With this length and athleticism, we went with Mo, and he had his mind right, game right, was ready, and he made his minutes count. And you just got to have more guys doing league play. You need as many guys playing well against the competition we're playing with against. It's just, and I thought Mo played really well.
How do you help him keep that consistency so that the minutes are consistent with the play?
Just talking to him about his value. So this is really valuable, Mo. Like you rolling, as hard as you were rolling to the rim and attacking the rim, that brought value. Whether you got it or not, they got to bring the backside. Your ability to cover a lot of ground defensively. Your presence was felt. Is to keep glorifying that with them. That because sometimes having your presence felt defensively isn't the most glorifying thing in him right now, especially these days. And to let him know that to glorify, man, you impacted us. You impacted our team. And I thought it was contagious. I thought our guards were better than they've been defensively. And I thought it was contagious.
Coach, you look at the last few years against Texas, you guys have struggled a little bit. What's made it so hard to beat them, and what do you guys need to do differently from those games tomorrow night?
Well, they've always been uber talented, uber length. To beat them tomorrow, they have some elite scores. They got some elite. I mean, they're defending too. I mean, they're doing both. Trey Johnson, the freshman, just phenomenal shot maker at all levels. Mark Pope's done it a long time in a Power 5 conference. Kaluma, we've seen a lot at Kansas State. Shadrick, he's been there. Mark, we've seen Mark at Arkansas. So they've got a lot of scoring power, and then they play really hard on D. So we're going to have to be able to make them. They have an ability to make tough shots. We got to just continue to fight through and make it tough because they have elite. They have a number of scoring options with it.
You guys are both 0-3 in conference right now. I'm sure, it's early, obviously, but this feels like an even more important game. But between you guys, no one wants to be 0-4.
Absolutely, no one does. And the thing about it is, you look at our schedule, their schedule, and it's tough. But yeah, you've got to start logging up some wins. They know it, we know it. So no hiding that. But it is early. We got to be thinking, instead of we have to win, we got to be saying, and we got to play better. We got to do some things to beat an elite team. And we've done some really good things. Let's not make the mistake. I mean, against A&M, what we shot against them, the 21 assists. Against Georgia, the defense we had in that building and that atmosphere, we've done some good things. You got to do more to have these high-level wins. So that's got to be the thrust of that, and winning's got to come after that. So it's early, but you definitely want to get on the right side of that final outcome. No doubt about it.
Saturday was the first time Jeremiah couldn't bounce back in the second half. How's he responded, and what's been your role in that?
I thought he had a great practice yesterday. The kid wants to be good. For him, he wants to play well. He wants to do well for the team. He's about winning. He's about all those things. And my role is to keep showing him the value he brings, teaching him situations, watching film with him. All those things I've done, and we're going to continue to do. But he gives us a high ceiling. He gives us a higher ceiling when he plays well. And you need that high ceiling in the SEC. And he gives you that. And we're going to help him get there. It's not like just sit back, we're waiting for him. It's not. This is collaborative. He is special teammate, special player. It's collaborative, and we'll help him get there. But we have a higher ceiling when he's playing well.
Well, along those lines, just through the first 3 conference games, what stands out about maybe how defenses are defending him, and just what's going to be key for him in terms of attacking?
It's just be who he is. Put pressure going downhill. Being physical offensively. I think he's a very, you heard me say this before, he's a very physical offensive player. Like he can punish you, can hit you. Is to have that aggression, but also make the right play. To understand that if you get 3 guys and you draw and you hit, for an open 3, that's the right play, and glorify it. And he's doing the things you need to do it. He's keeping a good attitude. He's playing hard in practice. He's watching extra film. He's got a staff that is thing, and that's the good thing is how receptive he is, but he just needs to be aggressive and play. It's hard for young people to play through mistakes because they start to mount. The pressure starts to mount on every one, and we got to help them with that.
Porter, I've been trying to think how to ask you this question so you don't get into trouble, but the foul discrepancy was so big in this game. So when you come back and coach your team the next game, what do you talk to them about fouling or staying away from fouls or getting more fouls in games? Or do you even bring it up? I tried to ask it.
I know.
If you're uncomfortable.
You got to tiptoe sometimes. But I'm not going to tiptoe this. You don't bring it up.
Okay.
I don't want them to think about anything they could have done better that's out of our control.
Okay.
I want everything to be about what could we have been in our control. Completely disturbing, the difference. Unequivocally, we all consider, you probably guys have watched it live, but you haven't rewatched it. When you rewatch it, but what I address with them, man, it's unhealthy to even have it remotely think that they're gonna think from me it's about that.
I didn't know if you saw something defensively we could have done differently, or.
Oh, I saw some things,
Okay.
the thing that the message to them was, it's not. There's no message saying, "Oh, we need to be physical." Shoot, Alabama, Texas A&M, Alabama. We've seen Tennessee, we've seen Auburn, we've seen Texas. We know it's coming. Mississippi State, every single team, Missouri, everyone. So it's not like, hey guys, guess what? We need to be physical. There's none of that. They know. They've played Michigan, Arizona. We played out. They know it's physicality. So it's on everything matters. Like that, where can we shrink the mistakes of things we have control in? And I think that's been the message. Your margin for error is smaller in the SEC right now. The margin for error is smaller, and we got to play to those margins. We got to shrink them. We've got to get that swing in our margin in our favor. There's not these big margins in the SEC, and that's the message: is that everything matters. How can we be the best team at getting better? Stay together, all right? Block out outside noises. Everybody wants to have, everyone's got social media. Block it out, man. It's us. Let's shrink the margins. There's small margins. Let's shrink them and end up on the right side of this.
Can you remember the last time you played in a game that started at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I do. It was St. Peter and Paul, 8th grade Catholic game at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Porter.
You got it. Not a rivalry game.
That's the end of that.